Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Adriana. I also refer to myself as the Master Mindset Life Coach. And on this channel, I do share a lot about my journey. I would say just becoming the best version of myself. I transitioned recently out of Christianity. I'm understanding more about spirituality, which is affecting my mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical health. And so if you think this is something that you would be interested in, go ahead and make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because if you like laughter, if you like encouragement, and you just like to, be inspired, I would say definitely subscribe to the channel because you will get all of them for sure. Okay, so now in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about this new cleanse I'm working on. I do have my papers here with me because it's a lot of information, but I thought I can't start this video without telling you the dramatic story that got me to doing this cleanse. And I love it so far, and I can't wait to share more with you, but we'll be right back. Okay, so this is called the Amino Acid Therapeutic Diet Program, and I'm going to put this down and tell you about how this all began and kind of refer back to that in a moment. So first and foremost, I have lost weight over the course of the last, I say off and on, after I had my son, for like the last 8 years. And I've tried intermittent fasting, I've had results, and I've tried other methods, just changing what I'm eating. But I kind of got to the place because my body does this thing, and I don't know if your body does this thing as well, where it speaks to you. So I can tell when I'm starting to get a little bit too heavy because my knees start going, my back starts feeling, a certain type of way. So I really was already getting to this point of like, I need to do something to lose weight. I need to find something that's better. I have to do better because at this rate, baby girl is going to put on another 40 pounds, which we don't got room for that. So one day, Sunday, I don't know which date that was. I don't remember which date it was, but Sunday, we're now at November 5th. So you guys can go ahead and tell me what that is in the comments. But Sunday, my husband and I, we were watching this documentary, or not documentary, it's more like a high level conversation, I would say. And I will link that below, called The Food Matrix. And I kind of saw it appear in my feed a couple times, but I just wasn't ready to give up food. Because before this, I super duper loved buffalo wings. That was my jam. Buffalo wings and fries I could eat for the rest of my life, right? Which probably would have been short at that rate that I was eating it. However, I was like, I have to do better. I was starting to really like those Nerd Rope bites. Oh my gosh, by Willy Wonka, I think. Honey, I was tearing them up. And I was like, I have to do better. I used to have one little modest cup of coffee in the morning, and somehow I found myself wanting 3 big cups of coffee. It was bad. It was giving very much, you want to have a heart attack before you're 40? Yeah. So we saw this, video, and I started watching, and I was like, wow. And just even hearing how food and detoxing your body, and how your body literally can heal itself. Nobody is supposed to have dis-ease or disease. And so it made me start thinking, because I've already had conversations before with my husband where I'm saying, we have family members that have heart issues and other things going on. Why are we not acting like they're not attached to us? We have to start being proactive, but not fearful. But let's just kind of clean up the stuff that we're eating, because I was eating what I was eating, he was eating what he was eating, but I said something is telling me we have to do better. So I continued to do research even before that, or I started doing research before that. So that was the tip of the iceberg when I heard the information, and just even with the foods and how it's clogging up things and how we need to. Here is the kicker. And just real quick, guys, if you hear my daughter, it's nap time. She don't want to sleep. She's completely fine. So the kicker that got me was understanding how we're eating certain foods that don't allow things to flow and clear out in our bodies, like our kidneys. Everybody thinks that your memory is in your brain, but it's actually within your kidneys. And, it's like if you can basically eat the right things that kind of clean out your body the right way, you can literally clean out trauma and past experiences that were not good, because the way that the body works, it's normally supposed to kind of move that stuff out. But with all the nasty processed foods, bread just getting caked up in there, we're not able to process different things. And then we're wondering why we can't let go of those traumas. And also, it's a good addition to doing inner child healing or shadow work, is really working on what we're putting in our body so we can flush out those traumas. Now, I'll try to give you this story that I heard from this, and maybe this person, if you guys do decide to research, you'll actually hear the story a little bit better. But sometimes people will give organs to people, whether it's heart, whether it's liver. And there was this one, I guess, KKK member that needed a heart transplant, and he got a heart of a 16-year-old who likes rap. All of a sudden, this KKK member, once the transplant was completed, started loving rap music, and he didn't understand why. But it was the memories not is only in our kidneys, but it's in our cells. So when you're flushing out the bad through drinking, of course, water and eating the right things, you can heal yourself from those things. Now, rap music is not traumatic, but that just goes to show that memory can be stored in the organs and in the body if we don't flush them out. So I thought that was really interesting when I heard the story. And I know that I've had, traumas and things that I've wanted to really get out. And though I'm doing shadow work and inner child healing, this will literally be a visual to know, like, oh my goodness, I'm feeling a lot better because I know my body is functioning at optimal level. Like, it is doing everything that it needs to do to flush out all of those impurities and all of the trauma that has come from my past. So I was like, I like that. And I think that's what got it for me, because I'm like, you know what? Everybody thinks that self-care, it's just what you put on your face and all the exterior, but self-care really is about what you put on in your body. And so I was like, oh, this is not only going to detox me, this is also going to heal me, because at 30, my body just doesn't feel like I feel like a 30-year-old should feel, and I just wanted to feel more energy and not sluggish, because there's so much stuff I want to do, but it's almost like I can't get enough energy to complete my task in a day, because I just feel so drained running to coffee and processed foods, trying to keep me awake when I want to do stuff. And I realized that's not the right move. So that's kind of where I kind of began to want to make this change. And I know so I'm doing this detox program, just so I'm clear. It's a detox program, and there's 3 levels to it, and you can do it as you need to, and then it transitions into something else, because I know a lot of people like to detox, a lot of people like to cleanse, to then go back and eat the same thing. So all they're doing is giving themselves gaps in time, as opposed to just changing their eating. So it is a big sacrifice in a sense of the stuff I can't eat. But I realize my life, living a long, prosperous life because I want to manifest and be wealthy, over some processed food, I mean, to me personally, I don't think there's a conversation. So I'm like, I want to be healthy. If I have any more children, I don't want a traumatic birth experience. And I had one, and I'll get into that in a moment, with my daughter. And I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't struggle with high blood pressure. My first pregnancy was very easy until it was delivery time. Then I had to have an emergency C-section. And my daughter, when I had her, I actually had her 3 weeks early, and I had preeclampsia, and I felt like it was doing so much to my body, like my kidneys and everything. And I had no warning. I went to a normal checkup. They said, we're going to have to send you to the hospital. Your blood pressure is very scary. And I had to go to the hospital. So it's like, I don't have to worry about those things, because I'm like, if I get pregnant again, for the first, that whole 9 months, I'm going to be worrying about, is my daughter going to be okay? Am I going to be okay? How's my blood pressure? That whole time. But if I know I'm eating correctly, there's no need for me to worry. And I told other people this as well, that what scared me the most about having preeclampsia and how it went down was there was no evidence of me feeling any type of way. Like when I went to my appointment, I just had a small coffee, went to my appointment. I was feeling completely fine, but my blood pressure was not. That's what scared me, because there was no indicator for me to know, like, yo, what's going on? So if I had decided I didn't want to go, if I wanted to reschedule that appointment, I may not have been here. So I'm super grateful to be able to be in this space and understand the stuff that I'm understanding and make a decision. And I realize that it is a lifestyle change. And though I like food, I'm one of those people that I did like my buffalo wings and I did like my fries, but at the same time, food is food. If it's good, if it's gonna satisfy me and I feel like I know it's nourishing me and healing me and detoxifying me and then growing my blood cells and doing everything that my body needs, I'm for it. Y'all can hold the chicken wings and the processed food, and I rather go ahead and give myself true self-care, which is showing myself true self-love. All right, now it is time to get into the story though a little bit more. So when I say that, I kind of got into it, but when I was out, I came home, my husband and I watched the documentary. After the documentary was over, I literally went berserk. I got rid of I'm guessing, this is a modest answer, but probably $1,500 worth of food. I called my neighbors, I called my dad, I said, hey, I have this food, it has to go. Everybody get this food, come now. So I took 5 loads of food to my neighbors and they loved it. They have 4 girls and I called my dad, he came and got the meats and stuff like that. And I wanted this to be completely dramatic in that way because I know that if the food is near, it's going to be tempting. And sometimes subconsciously, 95% of what we do, I could have got a snack, sat down and forgot that I wasn't supposed to be eating processed food. So I'm I just wanted out of the house, and we started completely fresh. Closet, so pantry was wiped out, refrigerator was wiped out, freezers were wiped out. We have 2 regular freezers and then a deep freezer. All of that was completely cleaned out for the most part. There may be some Brussels sprouts or something I still have to get to, and also some pizzas and things for my son that I didn't get the chance to get to. So FYI, my children and my family are for the most part going to try to do this new lifestyle. My son right now is living with his dad, so he only comes every other weekend for 2 days. So I'm trying to slowly pull him into this, but for the most part, he's not eating like this, but I'm trying to help him make better choices while he's here at least. But my daughter's on board, husband's on board, and so am I. So that's why there's still pizzas in the refrigerator or freezer, just so you know. And so once that was done, we cleared everything out. We went to Wegmans and bought a lot of stuff, which you're going to see in the video. I did a little bit of explaining how I set things up. And if you stay until the end of the video, I'm going to come back and tell you guys just some of the things that I've been experiencing during this first week. I'm going to probably end up doing 3 videos, 3 kind of descriptive videos showing you some food and just talking to you guys about what I'm experiencing. Now, I just realized this and I think I like it looking at it as 3 weeks. So what I'm doing is there's 3 levels, but you can do them as you feel like it. But I figure first week was good. I'm ready to move to week 2 tomorrow, which is Sunday, and then kind of move that way. So you can do it as 1 level, 2 level, 3 level and move as you need, or you can do it as 1, 2, 3 weeks and then jump into healthier food. And so this is also something I want to tell you guys before I let you guys see some of the other stuff, is that this is more so I guess for alkaline, and an alkaline diet or style has to do with, let me get this right, 80%, 20%, where you are 80% alkaline, 20% I think it's acidic. Don't quote me. I'm gonna put all this information because this is still new and there's a lot of learning and stuff like that. But not too much for you to be overwhelmed. It's just it's too much for me to remember. So yes, and your body just has a pH, and so eating certain foods keeps it at that pH where it's able to heal itself and function properly. So this is what I'm doing, cleansing, and this is good for your body, mind, and spirit. And if you guys are ready, let's get into the footage of what I've been making, and basically everything that I'm doing in this video that you'll see next, or this clip, is what I've been having all week. I decided to keep it simple because y'all, produce is expensive. So basically don't feel like I shortchanged y'all. This is day 5 that I decided to record it, but just times this by the whole week. And so next week when I do another video, I'll show you guys more of what I'm making in the next week, which it goes to 2 smoothies, 2 juices, and a small salad, but we'll get into that next week. But remember to subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and watch to the end of the video so you can know how I've been feeling and what has been some yays and nays of this experience. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so I'm just quickly showing you our refrigerator. I'm going through some things we had to get rid of, which is basically everything. I did record this the wrong way because I didn't realize I was going to make a video out of it. So just hang in there till about 38 seconds and I'll promise you the video will be way better. But as you see, we went to Wegmans, we got rid of stuff, got a whole bunch of fruit, completely changed our refrigerator, and now I'm going to show you guys what I prepare for the day. It's super fun. Keep watching. So in the morning, what I have is a smoothie. I literally can put anything in the smoothie that I choose. If I'm not mistaken, I do have banana, apple, pineapple in this smoothie. I also added some papaya and dates because I saw that they have a lot of good benefits. So I actually got the dates from Sam's Club, which I actually went to the next day after Wegmans just to get a couple other things that was not at Wegmans. And so I just am going to blend this up and enjoy. So in this video clip, you guys see me cutting up some watermelon. I love watermelon juice. That's probably been my favorite juice thus far on this journey of cleansing. And so it definitely stretches a lot. So I'm cutting up some watermelon and you will see in the next couple of slides or clips how much watermelon juice I can make with one watermelon. And it is so delicious. Alright, so in this video clip, you see me blending up some of the watermelon. I put it on liquefied because no, we do not have a juicer at the moment, but we will be getting one very soon. And what we do is use this colander method to be able to drain out any excess watermelon that I don't want in my juice. And it works out wonderfully. And watch how you see how much juice I'm going to be making. But like I said, I used a whole watermelon and I realized this is probably going to be one of my go-tos because it makes so much. We will be getting a juicer. If you guys recommend a certain brand, go ahead and put that in the comments. We're pretty open. We just want something that will make our lives a little easier because of course this method is a little time consuming, to be honest. So these are the mason jars I use to carry my drinks in. And look at how much juice this watermelon makes. So I carry, like I said, my small juices throughout the day in the smaller mason jars. And this is a really big mason jar. If I'm not mistaken, this one may be about a gallon. So that's a lot of juice. That's probably about 3 or so days of watermelon juice for me, which now makes my juicing life a little bit easier for a couple of days. And here's just a bigger picture where you can actually see how much juice I actually made. Now, what I'm showing you next is the salad that I make. For lunch, I'm supposed to have a large salad, and that is my favorite part of the day because I absolutely love salad. So right now, I'm just showing you guys that it's 3 romaine hearts, and I don't use all of them. I believe in this clip, I'm going to be cutting 2 of them, which makes a pretty big salad, and it definitely fills me up. And so just keep watching. So I know you're probably wondering what else do I put on my salad. It's just not romaine. I like to add onions, tomato, and avocado to my salad. But of course, you see me washing my salad because, oh yes, that's super important, making sure I get all the little nasty pieces out that I don't like. And I got this cool dryer, salad dryer or produce dryer from my local grocery store for under $25, and it comes in handy because nobody likes packing a wet salad. So in this clip, you just see me putting my salad together. I usually just put the salad first or the lettuce first. Then I may sprinkle some onions and then I put tomatoes on top and kind of also trickle on some avocado. And so I kind of just cut my tomatoes in a way that I kind of get tomatoes and onions and avocados in every bite. But since let's talk about these avocados, now you see them on the screen. I didn't used to like avocados, but all of a sudden they are like my fave. And so I like to cut them up and just make them look really, really good. Here is a commercial break to show you my husband who decided to be in the video. He wanted to show you his sexy man face and his smoothie. He is something else. So this is just the basic avocado oil and oregano dressing that I use because everything else I was trying was not working out. So now here is what I take for the day: my juices, coconut water, and my salad and my smoothie. And here I kind of shifted very quickly, but this is now me preparing for dinner, where I'm using yellow squash, green squash, and so I just put them in a pot and I steam them. I don't want to use like a microwavable steamer, and I currently don't have a steamer, I guess, that you would use for the oven. So I'm just kind of working it out with the best of my ability. As you see, I'm making another salad because I do have a medium salad for dinner in this first week of my cleanse, and the salad is very much the same as my lunch. You know, I wash my salad, I go ahead and prepare the same toppings that I did for my afternoon salad, and I don't mind having the same things at all. So again, I'm making my onions, yes, chopping them up, and then I'll soon be chopping up some more tomato and avocado, although the avocado this time around I only used half and my husband used some with his. And yes, and this is a different tomato that I'm using. It has a lot of different colors in them just to bring up some, you know, some personality to the salad. And again, I'm still having them so that I can have tomato, onion, and avocado in every single bite. Okay guys, so this is actually the final product of my dinner. This is what I basically have been eating all week. I decided to put my face in the camera so you guys can see me actually eating this yummy, delicious food. And this basically wraps up week 1 of this cleanse. And guys, I feel amazing. This food change has been incredible thus far. So I'm adding this bonus. This is my daughter, and we are just basically going to be preparing some food to freeze because I realize there's just certain produce that doesn't last, and so I don't want to waste a lot of money because fruit and vegetables can be a little bit pricey anyway. So right now we're just kind of going through the blueberries. I'm going to get ready to rinse the blueberries, and then what I learned to do is put them on a parchment paper and then put them in the freezer, and then that way we can just use them in the future without having to throw away a lot of produce. So my daughter's just kind of learning how at a young age to eat healthy. As you see, she gets hungry and she wants to help and snack at the same time, but I'm not mad at her because I really want her to really enjoy her also new lifestyle of eating healthy. One thing I find therapeutic is actually cutting fruits and vegetables. I absolutely love doing that, so I don't mind the prep. I don't mind preparing the items that I need. I decided that at the end of week 1 that I would start kind of preparing my stuff for the evening so I would be set for the following day. So over this week, I have definitely learned a lot, and like I said, I feel a lot better. And at the end of this video, if you guys stay to the end, I'm going to just be sharing some more of the positive benefits of this cleanse and just some things I'm looking forward to on this lifestyle change journey. All right, so let me just tell you up front, because I really don't have anything negative to say about this experience in week 1. You know, the only thing I would say that you have to do is prioritize your time, because of course prepping, if you decide to do it on one day and prep for the week, that's probably the best, or prep the night before so it's just easier for you in the morning. But see, I've worked in culinary and things like that, so I enjoy cutting produce and things of that nature, creating my salad, so that was fine for me. And even eating salad all the time wasn't like, oh, if I have another salad, I am going to turn green. It wasn't like that. So that's probably the only thing for somebody else. If you're like, oh, I don't want to have to pay for, produce, because it can be, it can be expensive, or I don't want to have to cut up the produce. If you have a juicer, you're okay. Food processor, there's ways around it, but you'll see in the video, I didn't have you saw I didn't have a juicer yet, and I kind of did everything very much manually, but it ended up working for us. And going into some of the positive things that I liked how this specific cleanse did not make me feel like I was starving. When I've done intermittent fasting and other methods, even like keto and some other things, I was still super, super hungry in between each meals. Like I was hangry, like I was ready to box somebody out, like to get me a plate of food. It was like, but for this, and I'm only doing like a lot of juices and like a large salad, I was very surprised. And even last night, I was like, oh my goodness, I could eat, but I'm not starving. I'm actually okay. So I really appreciated that, because it's sometimes harder to do these detoxes and diet programs when you're going to be hungry. And also, I lost 6 pounds in a week's time, which is great. Wasn't allowing that to be the motive, but I'm glad that it happened. I only did 1 day of exercise, which is yesterday, and I only walked about 20 minutes. And another thing is that I have a lot of energy, which is amazing. I'm like, I can literally do everything. I mean, I can do whatever. And the thing is, and before you guys go, whoa, you lost me there, I've been going to bed around 9 or 10 and have been feeling full of energy at like 4 o'clock in the morning. But it's not, I'm full of energy at 4 o'clock in the morning and then I'm crashing. I've been able to be up at 4 in the morning. Now, sometimes I may not get out of bed till about 6 or so, but I'm pretty much up and I have energy throughout the entire day. And I love that too. So just in your case, like, I don't want to wake up at 4. Well, what's the big deal if you have a lot of energy? So if there's been things you want to work on and you have kids and that's the best time for you to get it done, then hello, 4 o'clock in the morning, you can be on it and knock out 3 or 4 hours worth of things. So I really appreciate all the energy that I have, and just overall my body feels really, really, really good. And some things I'm looking forward to though with continuing this is, of course, healing anything, because I don't know if there's anything right now immediately that I have to heal, but I feel good. I feel like I'm detoxing. I am using the bathroom a lot, but it's not like, oh my goodness, you're going to poop your pants, because, with certain fruits and vegetables, fiber and all that, you're not going to be running to the bathroom like that. But when you go, you do feel that you're getting yourself cleaned out. And so I really like that. And then, I'm just going to continue to do this to feel better, to be able to heal myself, and to be able to basically vibrate at the highest frequency. And, I feel like processed food does weigh you down. It makes you tired. It just kind of makes you groggy. It messes with your head. So I'm excited for this journey. And I would be excited, hey, if you guys want to join or if you want more information, like I said, I'm going to put all of that in the description below. If you've done this before, let me know. If you have any questions, connect with me on my Instagram, which will also be below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And ta-ta for now. Love and light.